What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all them cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? When there's where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? Guess we got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee she's not the criminal. By the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It was her phone. That makes a lot more sense than it being Phoenix's phone, right? That's gonna fall. That makes a lot more sense than it being Phoenix's phone. It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what she talked about? She hung up right away. I see. A detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor. I've got a bad feeling about this. But maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. I must have found everything there is to find though, because to be continued. This will be the court day, right? Yeah. Alright. Slot 1. I did, right? I think it's, yeah. It's weird how it doesn't leave the save screen. Like you save and it's just like still blinking on it. Alright, February 23, 9:34. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there's still a lot of grey areas. Now that the whole thing is one big grey area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they're suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there's one indecisive difference between you and her. Oh, but there's one decisive difference between you and her. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's going to bail me out this time. We saw a little bit of this in episode 4, right? Towards the end. He was seeing Mia. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. Court is now in session for the trial of Ms. Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth? Been 2 months. But I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. He wouldn't have a choice but to get back into it. Like Phoenix Wright is kind of self-employed, right? The Phoenix can just go like, I'm not up to it, I don't feel like it. Whereas Edgeworth would have been backed by this. And I do apologize, I can hear my voices going. Okay. That didn't help at all. I hope personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. What was Edgeworth's voice? I hope personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. A professional witness? What's he saying with that? Like, that sounds sus, right? A professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand. God, I wish I had a chance to investigate her. The cough-up queen. The judge recognizes her. Oh, haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar. Oh, I've never eaten caviar before. Judge is really wolfing it down, huh? Ah, and for you, I have a fiesta bowl. Thanks. What the fuck is a fiesta bowl? Does it get me my burrito that I still haven't managed to obtain? Will the witness state her name and profession? And you, sir. Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? What? The fingerprint? It's too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. I think Edgeworth hates her. I can feel it. And it is weird that she, like, introduces herself by, like, passing people food orders that they may or may not have made. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? This is why everyone raves about caviar. Oh, it's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. No, it's just boring. The hell does pickled tapioca taste like? Name, profession, now. Me? My name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? I feel like I've landed on her voice a bit. Or I've at least got closer. Well, witness, please describe. Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Do you know how much I paid for this caviar? No, hurry it up. Come on. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said in court, I am a professional. What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? Miss Star was a detective? I know who you are. Cough up. Cough up, Queen Angel Star. Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Star. Who is this lady? If I may have the court's attention over here. Oh yeah, she's Valley Girl, that's it. I need to figure out how to do a Valley Girl. So, like, the prosecutor's lie. No. So, like, The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks, yeah? A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel, yeah? And like B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces, yes. The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot. Who was this valiant witness? Why, hey, it was me, Your Honor. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. Seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Mr. Wright? I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush whatever little hope they have remaining? If you can, then. Give them your worst, mister. What are they talking about? I feel like I'm gonna need a safety save for this, hey? Alright. Somehow, I waited knew a day like this would come. I can't press her on this? I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching. As you can see, there's no room for doubt. The key point to your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife, which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. That's what I thought I was doing, and then I wasn't. Witness account. Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. She's an opportunist. How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given they're used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim, killing off a detective but knew too much is merely an extension of that. Sister, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off? She was fired? Please tell us why. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. As I said, I'm a pro, you know? My testimony is unbiased and flawless. It's clearly biased. What the fuck? She's like, I hate prosecutors. They're terrible, terrible people. Also, I'm unbiased. Come on. Oh, very well. You may continue, Mr. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. Yeah, how many boyfriends do you have, by the way? He's the detective? Not that boyfriend. The security guard. Not that boyfriend? You have several. Yes. This boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? Well, she's certainly professional. The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. I'll stick with the lunches. Thanks. Note to self. Judge had to think before applying. The security guard room is in the lot in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Oh, since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. Or when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. You sensed something? You saying you had a premonition of murder? It felt like... How would you say? Ah, yes. It's like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. What? Oh, I have no idea what that means. Speaking of detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. A young cheese? A pale white cheese. Not yet tangy with experience on streets. A greenhorn. I don't think that's how cheese works. That I must be hard, yellowed, and sharp as a tack. I don't think that's how cheese works. Yeah. With the odor. Huh? Took me a minute because I was looking at the American spelling of odor. Yeah, with the odor of old cheese to match. In any case, There in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Through the wire, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. I forgot to press on shit. Whoops. Whoops. Wait, we gotta go back. I forgot this is the cross-examination. I sensed something. Okay, that's the last thing I pressed, right? Through the wire fence saw chief prosecutor and the garish car. By garish car, you mean Mr. Edgeworth's car. Yes. Mr. Edgeworth's? Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Wasn't it? Indeed it was. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, are you sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. How much is that in? That's actually pretty far, isn't it? The 30 feet is 30 times 30. 9 fucking hundred. This is 900 centimeters or 9 meters. It's almost 9 yards if you're an imperial measurement person. It'll be less. 8. Closer to 8 probably by that point. So 8 yards approximately, or about 9 meters. That's kind of far to see in my... Wait. That's a distance, right? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. She's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just do what we can. If we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness. But you might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh, rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. Watch me, bitch. I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. Well, that was inspiring. I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism. Huh? I may be related to the lowly post. I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady. But my instincts are home